Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at art and desserts as well as Wayne Thiebaud. It could be really great. We're also going to break down objects into shapes and lines. So this is Wayne Thiebaud. Wayne Thiebaud was an American painter known for his colorful works depicting commonplace objects like pies, lipsticks, paint cans, ice cream cones, pastries, hot dogs, as well as his landscapes and figure paintings. He was born November 15th, 1920 in Mesa, Arizona, and he recently died December 25th, 2021 in Sacramento, California. All right, now all we're going to do is break down our pastries into basic shapes. We can see that they are consisting of cylinders. We see circles, and on some of the backgrounds, we also see squares. They are, of course, a checkered print. So with our cylinders, we have to make sure that we're also seeing the cutouts. This one's not Wayne Thiebaud's work, but it's still a pastry. We can see it sits on a cylinder, and then we can see your little raspberry on top, like it's a little triangle. This is another piece of his artwork. We can see that they're cones, circle little heads, circle little noses, and we'll see that in just a moment. But let's take a look at his artwork. We can see fun, bright, beautiful colors that we don't see in nature, but he puts them in his paintings, and it adds a sense of realism. We can see the straight lines. We can see all the diagonals. We can see these very simple things in his artwork, and it's very beautiful. We can make simple things into really complex paintings sometimes. All right, so our I can statements for today are: I can learn how to look at objects and break them down into simple shapes and lines. Our next one is: I can learn about Wayne Thiebaud and his work. Very beautiful work. And I can use my drawing skills to create a piece of artwork inspired by Wayne Thiebaud. So let's go ahead and get started, everyone. Yay! All right, everyone. Remember what we're going to be doing today. Today we're doing some Wayne Thiebaud inspired cakes. Some of our artwork may turn out looking very different. We may use a different colored paper. If you do not have colored paper, that also will be fine. It's perfectly fine, especially if you're doing this at home. Tons of different things that we can do today. The first thing that we want to make sure that we have a piece of colored paper, or just any piece, just in case you do not have colored paper at home. So I'm going to be using a blue piece of paper. And what I'm going to be doing next, I'm going to grab any color that I want to draw with. It could be any color. All right, we want to make sure that our paper is portrait, so it is vertical. Vertical is up and down. We do not want it landscape. Landscape is side to side. So we want to make sure it is portrait or vertical. I'm going to take my orange crayon. Now I'm going to draw a nice vertical line. Just a nice, beautiful vertical line. And then what I'm going to be doing next, I'm going to be adding some diagonal lines to it. I'm going to make sure that they're about the same length. Not too long, not too short. There we go. Same thing to the top. 2 vertical lines. I'm going to make sure they're about the same length. There we go. Then we're going to do next, we're connecting them. Just breaking everything down into nice, beautiful shapes and lines. Now we can see we kind of have 2 rectangles, don't we? But they're going inwards. Very beautiful. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to create a oval. There we go. I draw lightly first. Okay, that's how I want my oval. I want to connect it from this edge to this edge. Now we're creating our little cylinder. There we go. Very beautiful. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go from the edge and go down. Not as far down as the middle dough. I'm going to repeat on the same Repeat on the other side. A little shorter than the middle. Now I'm going to connect those two. I'm not going to connect it with a straight line like that. I want to make sure I connect it with a nice curved line. Remember, the whole base of this cake is a cylinder. But we just drew our cutout first. All right. What I'm going to do next, grab a different color. I'm going to draw my plate. My plate is a beautiful oval again. There we go. A nice, beautiful oval. All right. And then I'll do another, maybe this color. A nice, beautiful color for my horizon line. Remember, our horizon line is a horizontal line separating our top from our bottom, our ground from our sky, or just like the table from the wall. There we go. What we're going to be doing next, we're going to be drawing some strawberries on, and then we can draw whatever else that we would like. There it is. Looking for my red. So what we're going to want to do for our strawberries, we want to make sure that the strawberries that are closer to us that are big, they are bigger. So I'm going to draw those first. I'll make sure they're pretty big. Curved. And then I'll curve out the bottom. It's a round cone. So if I wanted to draw strawberries back here, I'll make sure that they're smaller because they're further away. There we go. I'll add some more up here. You draw more strawberries, you could draw less. I think I'm gonna keep it like that, but you could draw more, you could draw less. Just like I said. You can see on this one, add 5. Ooh, so beautiful. All right. Now, of course, our next step is we're gonna add something to the middle of our cake. Our cake can be a solid cake if that's what you want, or you can add layers. Your cake may be nice and tall. So I'm gonna add layers to mine. I'm gonna make sure that the layers are also diagonal. Just like this. So that's one layer. I'm gonna add another layer. There we go. There we are. Now I have a 3-layered cake. Very beautiful. So all we have to do next is color everything in. This is a very simple project, but you can always add any type of details that you like. Use any colors that you want. Add simple things to the background. Add things to our ground. Completely up to you. So I'm gonna do real quick, I'm just gonna color everything in and add little details as I go. So don't be afraid to add anything. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is your artwork and it's gonna be okay. So remember, as we're coloring, also think of the relationship between colors. Think about our complementary colors. Think about our monochromatic colors. Think about analogous colors. Remember, complementary colors are like orange and blue, yellow and violet, green and red. You can see all my complementary colors here. You can see monochromatic colors, just one color over and over. Always think about colors. And there we are. Mine's all nice and done. Remember, you can add any types of details. I love adding little candles to everything. I can't even see the candle. You can add anything you want. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week.